Because I think Mr. Karthik Subbaraj, I remember him mentioning specifically in several interviews, I think, that I hate narrations. And if somebody asks me, I just share my script with them and request them to kindly read it, if possible. But I mean, if Mr. Sivakarthikeyan is appreciating your acting, then I'm assuming you're doing a great job of it.
No, every time they expect that. I mean, you know, for them, it's the only time that they can actually listen to a story. They'll have to visualize, they'll have to make some judgment. And they'll have to, you know, sometimes they'll say, I'll tell you in 2 days, I'll tell you in a week. So it has to, how do I say, it has to linger onto them.
Do you feel sometimes like you know the power of a specific moment, but even when you're performing, you're like, okay, it's not quite coming through in my performance, but please trust the moment, don't look at my performance.
No, I'll have to forget. No, whenever I've narrated, I forget the result, because the process takes over, because narration takes over. Yeah.
Right. Today, more than ever, Tamil cinema there are several forces judging the overall health of the industry from various parameters. If was someone like me, I just care about, okay, as an individual, how does it affect me? Am I moved? What sort of judgments is it passing about society? Everything, all of that, right? But there are also other people who will compare it with other industries and they're like, okay, where is our 1,000 crore film? Where is this? That industry has done this, we haven't done this. What do you see as defining the health of our film industry overall? What makes you the happiest?
See, this is a question that keeps coming repeatedly in different forums, I think, these days. It is because the makers, the fans, and the stakeholders, the main people who are involved in this, all of them have started advertising about the numbers. And all of them have started speaking about the numbers. Now that has become like a yardstick for us to measure the kind of success that a film has had. It is okay, good in a way, but in the process, we might lose some gems that will come out.
So some of the films that we mentioned as being inspirations,
yes, so they'll stand different, they'll stand beyond time, they are timeless. So such gems we might miss if we go too much after these numbers. So
I noticed a lot of promotions about Amaran also, with respect to numbers, saying, hey, Amaran has collected this much, Amaran has collected that much. You're saying it doesn't, do you feel like as a filmmaker, it's also burdening you with again delivering something like that next?
No, not like that, but the number was not always in the picture in my mind before making the film, while writing the script, while shooting for it. We all wanted to be a successful film, all of us. Any film that you are part of, you want it to be a successful film, but not numbers-wise. But these days, I think people are towards numbers also. They'll want these many crores, 300 crores, 400 crores, 500 crores, 1,000. It happens, you know, it can happen when there is a combination sometimes. When it is a large-scale film and when it is going to cater to a large set of audience, like when it is beyond regions, when your content is very universal, it can happen naturally, organically. Now for Amaran, we didn't have a very multi-starrer kind of a casting. It was to the point. The hero is Sivakarthikeyan, heroine is Sai Pallavi, and other people are all there. They are there, and of course Rahul Bose sir is there. Otherwise, it is like, at least for Tamil, most of the faces are new, so they are not multi-stars. It's not a packaged film. It is just the emotion, the content, but it is appealing universally because of the emotion. So it has worked favorable when it came to numbers.
What about, now is that a chase for you? Now do you find financials coming to you? And I know you've been having conversations for a few months now. Now do they tell you, okay, you know what, your previous film did this. We must start from there. Hopefully we'll do more.
So far, no. But there have been a lot of people from all regions, from Bombay, from Bangalore, from, Kannada, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, all have called and appreciated for the film. And they've been very kind. And they've never quoted about the numbers, but they've wanted to make films, good films. That's what they say. So, but this is there in the market, yes.
Let time cold sweat. ஐயோ 300 கோடி 400 கோடி என்னென்னவோ சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்களே, நிம்மதியாக படம் எடுக்க விடுங்கப்பா அப்படின்ற.
No, no, not at all, not at all. It's a good thing only, no? So even if there is another film or 3-4 more films to collect this number or even better, then it is good. But that shouldn't be the yardstick ன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் நான். அது ஒரு அளவுகோலாக வச்சுக்கிட்டு நம்ம வந்து அது பின்னாடி ஓட ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டோம்னா அது கஷ்டமாக போயிடும். அப்புறம் கண்டென்ட்டாக எவால்வ் ஆக முடியாது.
Lovely. I mean, I think I speak for everyone when saying, well, I hope you remain that way. And maybe as a last question, before do we throw this to the audience? We can do that, I suppose. Maybe take a few questions from them. But as a last question to you, do you want to tell us something about your, the Dhanush film is now confirmed, is it? Mr. Rajkumar?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us something about that film before we throw it open to the audience? Go for it. I am not pressurizing you to reveal anything. I mean, you share with us whatever you can. You are allowed to.
This project, when it comes to the lead actor of the film, that is more exciting for me because the kind of performer that he is, I am looking forward to that. And the film story itself will offer something for his performing skills. So that way I'm excited about it.
Was it done tailored for him specifically?
No, not really, not really. He gave that liberty to choose any script for him. And when I went and met him, I didn't have any idea. I mean, I didn't have any script idea. But then after meeting him, he gave me this comfort where I can come up with any script that I feel would be appealing for him. He didn't give me any parameters like I would like to see myself this way, I would like to play this role, I will not play this role. So there were no, conditions set before. So the second meeting when I went to him, I went with 2 ideas and he liked both and we have confirmed on one, and on that I've been working now. That will again be based on a real incident. Yeah.
No, I will not ask you which incident. Now I think we are ready to take a question or two from the audience. Is that okay, Hema? We can do that.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
My question is that do you think subtitles gives out the actual emotions of a movie, and do you think while writing dialogues and everything, do you think of subtitles as it's more important to get?
உங்கள் கொஸ்டின் வந்து சப்டைட்டில்ஸ் படம் பார்க்கும்போது டிஸ்ட்ராக்டிங்காக இருக்காங்கிறதா இல்லை சப்டைட்டிலை பற்றி நம்ம டயலாக் எழுதும்போதே நினச்சிப்போமாங்கிறதா?
லைக் டஸ் இட் கிவ் த ஆக்சுவல் எமோஷன்? லைக் எனக்கு தமிழ் தெரியும், ஸோ அமரன் பார்க்கும்போது ஐ கேன் கெட் டு இட். பட் சம்மன் ஹூ டசன்ட் நோ தமிழ், அவங்க சப்டைட்டில் தான் எப்படி வாசிக்க போகிறாங்க. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு எப்படி அது எமோஷ்னலாக கனெக்ட் ஆகுமா?
Again,
யோசிப்பீங்களா?
Again, that is subtitling. There is a technician. There is a technician in the film. If you notice the credits, there is a team that is working for subtitles. Just like how camera is there, edit is there. There is a department that takes care of the subtitles. So we'll have to engage a good subtitlist just to make sure that our dialogues are not lost in translation. We'll have to engage a good subtitlist. For our film, there was a very good subtitlist called Rakes. She has a big team and a lot of youngsters are there. So they take care of it. They do subtitling for, not just for English. Sometimes we'll have to do it in Arabic. We'll have to do it in other languages as well. So they take care of it. We have to trust them. We have to find the best people and we'll have to give them that work. Yeah.
Sir, very good evening. Yeah, here. Very good evening. The film was also screened to various army personnel and departments and their families. Can you share any heart-touching moment from their reaction, which is so far not shared or come to the media or public domain? Thank you.
யாருக்கும் சொல்லாதது எங்க சொல்லுங்கங்கறாங்க.
Including the defense minister also, I think must be. Thank you.
There are many such things, sir. Suddenly it has to come to my mind. That's the only thing. We had one screening even before the release of the film in Delhi for service personnel and their families. So there was one senior person, an officer who is retired from the army. So he must be 60 or 55 now. So he came to me, he held on to my hand throughout the evening. So he finally told me, I mean, he was next to me, there were other people greeting me. Finally, he told me he is the person who actually formed that 44RR initially, even before Colonel Dabas. So he was one of the first few commanding officers who actually nurtured that battalion. And he has nurtured a lot of soldiers. Those, I mean, அங்கே வந்து urban warfareன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஸோ அந்த urban warfare அப்போ அவங்களுக்குன்னு ஒரு செப்பரேட் இண்டக்ஷன் ட்ரைனிங் ஒன்று இருக்குது, ப்ரீ இண்டக்ஷன் ட்ரைனிங்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஈவன் இஃப் தே ஆர் ட்ரெயின்ட் ஆர்மி ஆஃபீஸர்ஸ், ஸோ தே ஆர் சப்போஸ் டு டெல் தெம், தே ஆர் சப்போஸ் டு ப்ரிப்பேர் தெம் ஃபார் த ரிஸ்க் தட் இட் இன்வால்வ்ஸ். லைக் இப்போ நம்ம ஒரு வேலைக்கு போகிறோம் அப்படின்னா அதில் கடைசியாக ஒரு பேராகிராஃபில் மட்டும் எத்திக்ஸ்ன்னு இருக்கும்ல, அந்த மாதிரி அது ஒரு பெரிய சாப்டராக அதில் இருக்கிற ரிஸ்க் என்ன, உங்கள் ஃபேமிலியை நீங்கள் எப்படி ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும், நீங்கள் எப்படி ப்ரிப்பேர்டாக இருந்துக்கணும் அப்படின்லாம் வந்து நான் நிறைய பேருக்கு அந்த டஃப் சாப்டர்ஸை சொல்லிக் கொடுக்க வேண்டியிருந்துச்சு, அப்பார்ட் ஃப்ரம் த ஃபிசிக்கல் க்ரூவெல்லிங் செஷன்ஸ். ஸோ அது எல்லாத்தையும் இந்த படத்தில் பார்க்கும்பொழுது அங்கங்கே எனக்கு அதை அந்த 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 மேல் கேரக்டர் வந்து அவங்க ஃபேமிலியை எல்லா தருணங்கள்லேயும் ஜோவியலாவோ காமெடியாவோ இல்லை சீரியஸாவோ ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு போகிற மாதிரியே இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னு சொன்னார். அவருக்கு ரொம்ப நெகிழ்ச்சியாக இருந்தது. அண்ட் ஹீஸ் அ வெரி வெரி சீனியர் ஆஃபீஸர். அண்ட் இது தவிர சில பேர் என்கிட்ட வந்து இந்த மார்டைரான சோல்ஜர்ஸோட மதர்ஸ் அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு 2 பேரை மீட் பண்ணேன் நான். அவங்க வந்து சாரி I've met families of 2 martyred soldiers. Their sons have been killed. I mean, they lost their lives in Kargil. So they were very, I mean, most of them, they don't speak. Sometimes they hug me. Sometimes they just hold your hands and they don't leave. So such times it happens most of the times in places like airport, or most of the times this has happened to me in airport, and mostly it's always been in places like Bombay or Delhi. And so they take it very personal. And all of us, I think all of us, we have one uncle or one brother, one cousin who's in the army. And many army officers, Jawans, they even texted me on Instagram. Sometimes they found my number on WhatsApp. They'll text me and they'll say, thank you, you've made our families realize what we go through here, so that, you know, we don't have to explain ourselves. So that way it is very heart touching.
Good evening, sir. Decide. Hi, good evening.
Yes, sir.
This is not something I'm trying to talk at you or anything. The 2 controversies around this film. One, the upper caste hero has been portrayed not in a way, what has been real. So the other thing is, you are portrayed, this is not again, I really like that film, but I want you to, speak more about that. Because a lot of Muslims felt that you are portrayed in a very darker side of Kashmir. In fact, myself and another friend of mine who's sitting here, we met few people from traders and other travel agents from Kashmir. They felt you have portrayed Kashmir in a darker side. I mean, of course, most of the Indian films are Tamil films for that matter. So can you say, if you don't want to answer, I'm fine. So
No, it's not like that. Since you have questioned, I should answer, right?
2 questions, sorry.
So the first question, sir, I'll tell you this. As we are speaking today, 4 years back I started writing the script. So while writing the script, I mean, I'll answer this question in a different way, because you gave me a very comfortable line in that question itself, saying upper caste. See, sir, while writing this film, even after releasing this film, only after these issues came, I firstly realized, oh, people see the film in this way too. This is first. Initially, I'll tell you, while writing a film, I have made a statement in one of the stages, I think during the success meet of the film. When I went to this house, Major Mukund sir's house, I don't know if you would believe me, I didn't want to even understand what caste or community they come from. And that is not the priority of the characterization that I'm doing. See, because I think these differ from mindsets to mindset. I mean, again, it differs from individual to individual. In my mindset, I didn't even analyze it. And I didn't know that it would become such a big uproar post-release, because, see, for me, on a broader perspective, when I go to school, basically I know who is a Muslim, I know who is a Hindu, I know who is a Christian in my classroom, in my college as well. Same way, I saw Major Mukund as Hindu and Hindu Rebecca Varghese as a Christian. And people said, why is she wearing cross everywhere? See, we are nowhere saying, I thought it's a good thing that we are showing interfaith marriage in the film. Major Mukund has done this. Hindu-Christian marriage, oh, this is nice. Let us show this. This is what I thought. It comes from a very pure place. But later when they wanted certain, maybe I am even trying to empathize with them. If I try to empathize with them, I would think it is not against me. It is not against this particular film. Maybe they have been wounded in the past on purpose through some films that which spoke ill about, or which made their appearance or their rituals in a very sarcastic pattern. So they wanted some sort of answer for that through this film. Maybe they came out looking for that in the film. But seriously speaking, I never saw that. Even now, I don't regret that decision at all, because see, tomorrow I'm making a film on a chief minister, let's assume, on a former chief minister or on a national leader or a freedom fighter. I think the last thing, or I'll never see what his caste is. So it is basically my mindset, that's all. So I didn't think this is the most essential part that has to be highlighted. And it is not erased, or it is not, it is not taken away from the character. That is always there. The name is there, the father's name is there, the mother's name is there. And there are certain elements to show that they belong to a certain religion. I thought that itself is an identity. So beyond that, if we want details for that, see, for army thing, it was fascinating and it is all required. So we had to show those rituals. But here I thought this wasn't a criteria for us to fill. And so I was always thinking, there is interfaith. The film is talking about good things. The film is talking about two different states. The girl is from Kerala, the guy is from Tamil Nadu. The girl is a Christian, the guy is a Hindu. The parents have accepted, both the families have accepted, and they are living a happy life. So I thought that itself was a big thing. So there was no intentional, hiding something or anything. So that is firstly I was very surprised when this was coming. I mean, it was not done intentionally, and only after that I even learned that, okay, certain people, they feel this way, and maybe what I can do is I can take this as a learning from this film, but still I don't regret it at all. It has no way touched me.
I mean, that's a very kind, layered response to a not so easy question, I think.
And sir, your second question, sir. So second question, so you go to Iran, or you go to Israel, you go to other countries, or you go to Dubai, the land itself comes with a certain ethnicity. You come to Tamil Nadu, there is it's a secular state, yes. But there are certain places where people of particular faith, only they live in large. At least that is the majority, or sometimes that is the 100% population. And we are making a film with that land as the backdrop, and it is a real story. I can't name, or I cannot, and nowhere we showed them as praying to a certain faith, or it's just the names, and it is evident there, and so it becomes unavoidable. So then the question should be, do you make this, what is the necessity to make such a film at this kind of a time? That should be the question then. We should not be asking, why did you show this person as that? I mean, it is not in our hands. Then the debate should be about Firstly, do you want to make this kind of a film where the army is there, they're fighting against a certain kind of a proxy war, and the side, on the other side, people on the other side who are facing the army, who are fighting with the army, they belong to a certain faith. Do you want to make such a film? That should be the debate then.
So what would your answer be to that?
No, I think we can make, one day I can answer to that question with another film made from the other perspective.
Hi, sir. Sir. Hi, sir.
Yes, hi.
Sir, it's a pretty dumb question. Sir. Okay. So, when you have Kamalhaasan, why did you go for Sivakarthikeyan?
Okay, I'll share something which Kamal sir told me very personally when I told this idea to him way back. I mean, this is in 2019. That time he was not even the producer, but I had shared the idea with him. So, sir was very emotional on knowing this, and he said, if I was 30, I would have done this. So today you go and find a new actor who will be the next, who will look like if you had seen the film, Mukund had a nickname, Maddie. So who had the features of Maddie, go find somebody like that. Maybe this film can make a star. So if I was 30, I would have done this film, is what he said. Yeah, but since sir cannot fit into, it requires a lot of other things also. So he comes with this image of who he is. So people will obviously think it's a forced cast. Yeah.
வணக்கம். இந்த இவர் கேட்ட கொஷினால் நான் கேட்குறேன். உங்களோட ரங்கூனும் சரி, இந்த படமும் சரி, ஒரு ஆக்டரோட பாப்புலர் இமேஜிலிருந்து வேற ஒரு கேரக்டரை நீங்கள் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. ஏன்னா கௌதம் கார்த்திக்கும் அதான் நடந்துச்சு, இங்கே சிவகார்த்திகேயன் அவருக்கும். இது ட்ரூ இன்சிடென்ட் தான். இருந்தாலும் சிவகார்த்திகேயன் வந்து ஒரு கமர்ஷியல் ஆக்டர். அவருக்கு ரிஃப்ளெக்சிவ் சில எக்ஸ்பிரஷன்ஸ் வந்துகிட்டே இருக்கும். நீங்கள் அதை எப்படி மேனேஜ் பண்ணீங்க, என்ன சொன்னீங்க? ஏன்னா கண்டிப்பாக வராமல் இருந்திருக்காது, வந்திருக்கும். அப்படி ஒரு கமர்ஷியல் ஆக்டர்கிட்ட, அதுவும் அவரோட டாப் ஆஃப் த கெரியரில் இருக்கும்போது நீங்கள் எப்படி அதை டேம் பண்ணி மேனேஜ் பண்ணீங்க, அது தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்.
I had one belief in the potential of Sivakarthikeyan always. But it's just that sometimes we have different sensibilities. இப்போ நீங்கள் கேள்வி கேட்குற உங்களுக்கு ஒரு விதமான படங்கள் பிடிக்கும், ஒரு விதமான சென்சிபிலிட்டிஸ் இருக்கும். I will have a different set of sensibilities. So I'll have to make you, by my sensibilities, make you believe first. And I should make you believe that this film will work, this kind of acting will work. And then I'll have to prepare the actor for that. Why Sivakarthikeyan or why Gautam Karthik for that role, Rangoonliyum, in the Padathliyum appadina, they fit this bill. They fit this bill as their physical appearance. Then we'll have to make them work. So now the advantage of having a star in a film like Amaran is the wider reach and also the reception that we get. A basic reception is assured. So that is always there. And if the film works, then it can do all those, like he was saying, the magical numbers, all of those are a possibility. So that is all there. And also that way you justify the character. You justify, when you make a film on a hero, on a national hero, a war hero, a popular hero can always do it. That's a good gesture for the industry itself. So that way I wanted that kind of a star. And to prepare him for that role, we had certain workshops before the start of the film. Avarukku oru acting ku oru tutor irundaru. His name is Atul Mongia from Bombay, and he has trained many actors. So I had known him personally because of working in Bombay before, ADR in the Kalathula. So I know these experts. So I thought we should put him under this kind of it prepares an actor to unlearn and learn new things. So this unlearning is very important, and I would always insist on subtlety for the entire film. ஸோ இட் ஷுடன்ட் பி லவுட். நீங்கள் ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்குறீங்க, சார் ஒரு கேள்வி கேட்டார், அதுக்கு நான் பதில் சொல்கிறதா இருந்தால் நான் கோவமாக சொன்னால் கோவமாக சொல்லலாம், அவர் கோவமாக கேட்குறதா இருந்தால் கோவமாக கேட்கலாம். ஸோ அதுக்கு வந்து நம்ம அதுக்கும் இப்படி நார்மலாக தான் பேசுகிறோம், இது நிஜம் தானே. பட் படத்தில் நம்ம எப்பயுமே கொஞ்சம் சத்தமாக பேசுவோம், கொஞ்சம் அனிமேட்டடாக ரியாக்ட் பண்ணுவோம், அதுவும் இருக்குது, இல்லாமல் இல்லை, எல்லாமே இருக்குது. பட் எது எங்கே தேவை, எந்நேரமும் நம்ம அப்படியே இருந்துகிட்டே இருக்க மாட்டோம்ல. ஸோ இந்த சட்டில்ட்டியை புரிய வைக்கிறதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் டைம் ஆச்சு. அந்த சட்டில்ட்டிக்கு வந்துட்டு தீஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஒர்க் ஷாப்ஸ் ஹெல்ப்ட். அண்ட் மெயின்லி we should appreciate Sivakarthikeyan for coming forward to take such workshops, to go through such workshops. He stayed in Bombay for 13-14 days, and we even had 3-4 other actors. The actors who played Altaf Baba, Asif Wani, Wahid and the Kashmiri character play பண்ணவர். ஸோ இவங்க எல்லாரும் ஒன்றா இருந்து ஒர்க் ஷாப்ஸ் பண்ணணும்.
I think கொஞ்சம் ஆட் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு one of the worries when you cast a well-known star in such a role is இல்லை expectation ஒரு பக்கம், இன்னொரு பக்கம் will I buy that character's innocence, or am I looking at that character through the prism of this person's stardom? But what really worked for me in Amaran specifically was those chinna moments where, you know, that genuine sense of joy when he graduates, right? That is very unusual when a star plays such a moment, because you're like, okay, will he understand the joy of just graduation, you know?
I would say, see, this pressure I never had. I always think this way, you take an actor, you surprise the audience, you surprise the actor also, then the rewards are definitely going to come. Then it is going to be an important film in that person's. So that way I think it's another approach to look at. That's what happened to me with both these actors. I hope it continues.
Razvi, I'm just going to continue on the second question that he asked. I just wanted to compliment you on your answer. It was very good. From my side, I would like to tell the other perspective of it. My wife loved your film so much. We watched it on the first day. Our family, everybody liked that film. From my name, you might have understood that I am practicing Islam and my relatives are all Islamists, right? So they loved your film. The perspective on a general note is that they liked your film. Because nobody understands, I mean, nobody goes deep into the topic of why they are like that and all. They just see that as entertainment. But from the same perspective, when I watched that film in theater, I, being an aspiring filmmaker myself, I found discomfort in a lot of scenes with respect to the way it was portrayed. But I kind of understand why it was that way. When I didn't hate that film at all, but I felt discomfort for sure in certain scenes where because the crowd was cheering certain scenes with certain emotions. See, your perspective is great. Your answers were great. I really respect you for that. And the film is also on a very positive note. I fully respect that. But on a broader note, from a general public kind of a perspective, it did cause discomfort at a certain things. I just wanted to convey that. But I really liked that film. I just wanted to appreciate you on your response also. And everything was good. I just wanted to convey that.
I didn't get your name, sir. You said your name.
Razvi.
Razvik. Thank you, Razvik. Now I take that as a learning again. I'll be even more cautious when I make more films. Yes.
Thank you for your.
Thank you.
I think that's it. Thank you so much for all the time you've given us both, and the many insightful questions you asked, Mr. Rajkumar. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rajkumar sir. Thank you, Sudhir sir. What a lovely, insightful conversation. Wonderfully moderated. Thank you so much again.